Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. This coming from Cyprus Domenicore here on Twitter X. Offering crypto used to be risky, but now the industry has matured, guys. Look at what BBVA is saying here. Now, BBVA is a Ripple partner with regards to integrating crypto directly into their banking app. Our customers were already investing in crypto, not just with us, and so they were moving funds to external exchanges. We saw an opportunity to meet the demand natively within the same app they already use for fiat banking. It made strategic sense. For many banks, offering crypto used to feel too risky reputationally. But the environment has shifted. The MiCA regulations or MiCA regulations have brought clarity. Public understanding has matured. Now we see crypto as another asset class and believe that in 1 to 2 years, most banks, traditional and digital, will offer it in some way, shape, or form. So guys, this is the long-term goal for BBVA. Not just to serve their clients, but they're building infrastructure that can support the broader ecosystem. Just like we already offer traditional custody services with other institutions, we plan to do the same with crypto, making our infrastructure available to other banks and regulated players. This is a new business line for BBVA. We're treating it with the same standards and controls as any institutional product. The architecture is in place, and now we are scaling it. So this is the head of digital assets, Francisco Maroto at BBVA, which is in fact a Ripple partner. Guys, lock in because we are ready and the market is ready to rip. I talked a little bit about the market this morning. If you guys didn't catch this morning's video, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. After that big flush for the entire crypto market, we are now seeing a bit of a rebound. We still do have to, pay close attention because these next few weeks are going to be crucial. They're going to be critical for locking in profits. If you guys are interested in seeing what I'm doing for this particular bull run and where my head is going to be at over the next few weeks, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. It is only $5 a month. Let's lock in, folks. You got to subscribe though and stay subscribed to lock into that $5 subscription price. So market is slowly climbing back here. We've got other Ripple partnerships too brewing. This one courtesy of Mike Manfield. Alipay Plus and Mastercard are bringing overseas NFC payments to Kaiko Pay users. Mastercard is connected to Ripple, and also Alipay does have some ties to Ripple as well. Well, now Kaiko Pay becomes the first Alipay Plus mobile payment partner to introduce its convenient and secure tap-to-pay experiences when its users travel abroad. Through this collaboration between Alipay Plus and Mastercard, Kaiko Pay users can now make NFC payments at over 150 million Mastercard merchant locations worldwide, including in Japan, Southeast Asia, the US, Europe, Oceania, and more. The Alipay Plus NFC payment solution complements Kaiko Pay's existing QR code and barcode-based cross-border payments, further enhancing the travel and shopping experience for its users abroad. So guys, they're making this a lot more simple, a lot more streamlined for their users abroad who do use this particular app. Of course, the connections between MasterCard and Alipay Plus do not go unnoticed. So again, it's all about seamless payments, seamless money transfers. Of course, Alipay Plus, for example, aims to empower mobile payment partners like Kaiko Pay and MasterCard, of course, one of the major credit card companies on the planet. So, of course, these guys are looking to make cross-border payments and alternate fiat currency payments more seamless for their customers. So wanted to thank Mike for pointing that out. Guys, another one here, Flavor Cloud and AirWallex partner to cross-border payment shipping and global payments for e-commerce businesses. So this has to do with another Ripple partner, namely AirWallex. This is a payment and financial platform for modern businesses. This collaboration brings together two innovative solutions to simplify international expansion for online merchants, combining intelligent, affordable, and compliant global shipping with fast, cost-effective cross-border payments. Oh, I wonder why they're going with AirWallex. Fast, cost-effective cross-border payments. We've been hearing that for years and years and years now when it comes to these Ripple partners. The landscape out there is just getting more volatile, as they're saying here. Increasingly, merchants are increasingly realizing that they do have to find a strategy in order to compete. And so global e-commerce offers a vital path to diversify revenue and maintain competitive. Of course, with FX becoming seamless through a crypto native solution, this is going to help, the bottom line of all these small to medium-sized merchants. Here they say, with the combined Flavor Cloud and AirWallex solution, e-commerce businesses can access a complementary solution that enables one end-to-end international shipping, customs and compliance with AI-powered product classification, guaranteed landed cost calculations, delivery duty paid shipping services, custom clearing, and dynamic career selection to over 220 plus countries using Flavor Cloud. and then also multi-currency payment capabilities for global financial infrastructure from Airwallex. So talking about all those different types of fiat currencies that you can now transfer over the XRP ledger, leveraging Airwallex, guys. This is what's making the friction go away for a lot of these companies. So thought that was some interesting news. Also notice this, guys, from All In Crypto. Ripple has just reported that the XRP ledger has entered the top tier for institutional DeFi, securing over $1 billion in monthly stablecoin volume with top real-world asset tokenization activity. And even Stellar Rippler here commenting, boom goes the dynamite. Ripple just hinted at the final phase of the financial reset. So, just talking about this, the next phase of institutional DeFi, we're seeing credit compliance and confidentiality. Ripple did just release this Insights blog yesterday. We're at a tipping point, guys, from pilot projects to billion-dollar volumes. Over the last year, the XRP ledger has broken into the top 10 chains for real-world assets, reaching its first ever $1 billion plus month in stablecoin volume and cementing its role as a settlement layer trusted by both crypto-native firms and regulated financial institutions. And that is the big milestone there. Financial institutions are now on board. At the core of its evolution is XRP itself. Of course, every new feature that enhances XRPL's institutional utility strengthens the underlying demand and use cases for the network's native digital asset. This momentum underscores XRPL's evolution into a leading blockchain for real-world finance. And the ledger is increasingly positioned to power two of the most significant use cases in global markets today, stablecoin payments and collateralized management, with tokenization providing the essential foundation. So collateral, guys, is where it's at. What began as an ambitious vision for regulated on-chain finance is now rapidly becoming the industry standard. And the challenge ahead is for the broader community to ensure the XRPL continues to scale with the right mix of features, balancing innovation, compliance, and reliability. So now we're seeing the roadmap, guys, highlighting updates. It's already gone live. What is under active validator voting and what's coming in the months ahead. It especially emphasizes two themes shaping the next stage of the XRP ledger's institutional DeFi evolution, the launch of the native lending protocol, and the integration of zero-knowledge proofs for privacy and accountability. And so here are some extra details with regards to this. What is live? Enterprise-ready infrastructure and newly live credentials and deep freeze. We talked a little bit about deep freeze earlier this year. I'll link that video up here if you guys didn't catch it. And so just kind of summarizing what is new there. XRPL feature review. It gives some detailed amendments here and some descriptions of that. Compliance and market access. So guys, a lot is happening right now. We got tokenization, NPT. We talked about that the other day as well. So lots going on. As you guys can see, this is the next phase of the Great Reset, the financial reset, when the Fed and SWIFT themselves need confidentiality plus compliance rails. Which chain do you think they're going to eventually run on? Credentials and deep freeze are now live, strengthening compliance for institutions. The upcoming native lending protocol will unlock low compliant credit markets at the protocol level. Zero knowledge proof, guys. They're in development to balance privacy, compliance, and scalability. Remember, these banks, these financial institutions, they have to be compliant, and privacy is their number one goal for their clients. It's all critical for this ecosystem to scale up and to eventually explode into something that's going to change financial infrastructure. Then we also have the DNA protocol, right? We talked a little bit about that too, verifying over the XRP ledger. So there's a lot here that is going on. The next iteration of DeFi, as they say here, the next phase. Guys, we did talk about locking up your XRP with MXRP this morning. So if you guys didn't catch this morning's video, I do urge you watch it. We also have HSBC, which is a Ripple partner. They just debuted cross-border tokenized deposit offerings. So this is big because, they've been talking about this for a while, and we even got little hints along the way, like from David Schwartz. Remember this, guys, from, I think it was from last year, courtesy of XRP Drops. David Schwartz explains to what extent does Ripple benefit from working with companies like HBC or big banks like HBC. A lot of banks don't care about payments. They're looking at tokenized commodities. Guys, they were looking for options to tokenize from many years ago. Listen to this.
Market, something like $10 trillion by 2030. And, the increases in tokenization. In the early days of Ripple, another thing I learned talking to banks is that a lot of banks don't care about payments. And they're looking at things like digital asset insurance. They're looking at tokenized commodities like gold. So I think those are tokenized securities. HSBC is extremely interested in those types of projects. They're
So HSBC, he uses them as the example, guys, and Ripple took on crypto custody with acquisition of Medico at that time. Remember, Ripple did target the $10 trillion market with Medico and HSBC in a deal. This from back in January of 2024. For those of you guys who are here, you probably do remember Ripple's acquisition of Medico and market expansion. The acquisition of Medico by Ripple in May of 23 marked a strategic expansion for the company, costing $250 million, so $250 million, making it Ripple's largest acquisition to date. David Schwartz did explain that the move was part of Ripple's broader vision to become a comprehensive solution provider in the institutional cryptocurrency space. And so they did this with in partnership with HSBC, right? Their partnership with HSBC represents a groundbreaking collaboration into the digital asset custody space. According to David Schwartz, HSBC plans to introduce a digital asset custody service tailored to its clients' needs. And now, guys, we finally have it. HSBC expanded its tokenization deposit service to include cross-border transactions. The real-time solution for corporate clients conducted its first US dollar cross-border transaction this month between Hong Kong and Singapore to optimize treasury management for Ant International, the solution's pioneer customer and banking giant. That's what they said on Monday, which was just yesterday if you guys are watching this video on the day that I'm releasing it. The service addresses the growing demand for instant cross-border settlement by providing an always-on blockchain-based platform while supporting the rise of digital money and meeting clients' evolving needs. That coming from the HSBC release. Following the launch of the TDS for domestic payments in Hong Kong and Singapore earlier this year, the service has also been expanded to the UK and Luxembourg, supporting domestic payments in additional currencies such as the pound, euro, and US dollar. And HSBC plans to scale the service across key markets, guys. That is what is key. Expanding the service. With the help of HSBC's distributed ledger technology, traditional fiat deposits are represented by digital tokens, letting cash movement be customized and executed instantly from customer systems according to the release. This is the future. Down here it says, and this is a quote, tokenized deposits represent a major step forward in the future of transaction banking and open new opportunities for our clients. This coming from the head of global solutions at HSBC. By combining real-time liquidity and programmability and secure settlements through blockchain, we can help clients better manage their liquidity, streamline their operations, and future-proof their treasury functions in a rapidly evolving financial landscape. So boom goes the dynamite, guys. HSBC finally, this project finally coming to fruition, something that David Schwartz was mentioning only a year ago. So that is great news. We also have confirmation that Scott Lucas, the head of markets of digital assets from JP Morgan, is going to be talking at Swell. Guys, this is another heavy hitter. We had somebody from BlackRock confirm that they're going to be speaking at Swell, and now we have Scott Lucas. And so what's JP Morgan interested in? Listen to this.
So that's where I think there's been some success in the market, and I'd point to our digital financing product, which is an intraday repo that's been around for a few years. Yeah, there's some specific parts of the market and some specific clients that have real value for that, because now you can do something with the technology that you couldn't do with existing technology. There wasn't the ability to trade today, settle today, mature today. Mm-hmm. Now there is, using that technology, but it also uses master repo agreements and global master repo agreements. It also uses existing tri-party allocation methodology and substitution methodology. It also uses existing account control agreements that are familiar from a legal and sort of other standpoint to both the client set and us. So it builds on both of those to solve a specific problem. And the whole repo market isn't going to go that way. Like that wouldn't be sensible. But adding something new for enough clients where we think there's value and then broadening that across the market, we do feel that sort of navigating a path through some of those constraints and some of those realities of putting a new product into the market.
They're talking about the repo market, guys. So Digital Asset Investor also just retweeting this out, introducing the next building blocks for on-chain markets. We're partnering with DBS and FTI Global to establish repo markets powered by tokenized collateral and stablecoins. So this was an announcement from just last week. And now, guys, we have head of digital assets at JP Morgan going to be speaking at Swell. And just for you guys who might not know, who just want to understand the term, the repo market or repurchase agreement market facilitates short-term secured lending where one party sells to another with an agreement to buy them back at a later date for a slightly higher price. This effectively acts as a collateralized loan, with the securities serving as collateral. The repo market provides vital short-term funding for financial institutions, manages liquidity, and allows investors to earn a return on idle cash. So exactly, now where we're seeing XRPL value being harnessed interest, I think, from many different companies, from many different projects. As we talked about this morning, and again, I'm going to say it one more time, I urge you guys to watch this morning's video with regards to MXRP. This is really what's going to drive value for the XRP ledger. And, it isn't a coincidence, I don't think, that now a representative from JP Morgan is going to be speaking at Ripple's 2025 Swell event. So guys, as we're seeing it now, the market has calmed down. $2.86 for one XRP. Is that still a good price to buy in your opinion? Follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel if you guys are interested in seeing what I'm doing for this particular bull run, where my thoughts are at and where my price targets are at. I also have the Working Money Channel merch store if you guys are interested in tangible merchandise. Check it out. Link is in the description of the video. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.